Hello, Sanborn community. It's Mr. Stack, your principal, and I'm here to talk to you about what our end-of-year plans are going to look like, given the fact that we are in remote learning for the rest of the year. These are plans that were put together by myself, Mrs. Levitt, Mr. K, Mr. Dawson, and Vicky, the athletic director, are your team from the high school. So we're going to spend a few minutes just kind of walking everybody through what those plans look like. And these plans were actually presented on Wednesday, May 6th to the school board, this exact slide deck actually, and approved by them. So now we're ready to release them to all of you. So, I'm really gearing most of this presentation to our seniors right now, because seniors, you're really the ones who are going to be the ones missing out the most from everything. And I want you to hear from me and from all of us at the school that we recognize that this is extraordinary circumstances that you're dealing with. And we've done our best to try to make sure that we can provide you, to the extent possible, some positive memories that you can leave Sanborn with, because you've all done some great, amazing things over your time at Sanborn, and we want to honor you and congratulate you on your successes. We have a number of events that we run at the end of the year, and of course, some of those events we just couldn't do. So we took a list of all the different events that needed to run, and we classified them into one of three areas. Some events, we're going to find a way to run them in an alternative or virtual format. Some we're going to postpone to a later date after social distancing ends, even if that means fall, sometime in the next school year or summer. Some events are just being canceled, and there are not any plans to reschedule them at this time. So just to give you a summary, these are the events that we're hoping to run in an alternative way. Some of them already have. For example, the National Honor Society held their induction ceremony over a live Zoom session. We ran a great video with pictures to celebrate our Winter Sports Awards. So we're looking at drama awards, scholarship awards, yearbook dedication, music awards, baccalaureate, the senior video. These are all things that you'll get more information on soon, and how we're going to run these in some sort of an alternative or virtual way. There's a number of things that are being postponed till later when social distancing ends, and these include things like the French Honor Society inductions, 8th grade move up, the prom, the musical, the sophomore fundraising event that would have happened at the end of March, and the senior cookout, the senior lunch that we always run on the day of graduation. So look for more information on these in newsletters that follow. There's a number of events that have been canceled, including SAT testing, some of our concerts, the Senior Honor Recognition Dinner, the Blood Drive, the Senior Cruise, and Spring Sports Awards. Obviously, there were no spring sports, so there's no awards to be had. Really, we spent a lot of time thinking about graduation itself. There's a lot of unique challenges that we had to face with graduation, and we recognize with all the traditions associated, many of you have been looking forward for years to having a graduation ceremony and being able to do all of the things that you've seen seniors do in years before you. Now, of course, we can't do it. We just can't do it the same way. We've been given guidance from the school district, from local health officials, from the state, that tell us we just can't have groups assembling. So like it or not, we have to come up with some alternatives this year, but I think you're going to find some neat little surprises built in there and some opportunities for you guys to really have a unique experience, and one that you can celebrate with your families and celebrate together virtually. So we are going to hold graduation on Friday, June 5th. I want to be clear about that. I know that some schools were considering pushing graduation out until later in the summer or into the fall, but we felt it was really, really important to bring closure to everything, and not knowing the uncertainty that the future holds, we felt that it was best and prudent to keep our graduation on Friday, June 5th, and we will do the best that we can given the restrictions that we have, so that you all know you can leave after June 5th and start the next stages of your life, which I think for some of you, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty with that, but we wanted you to have that closure to a chapter of your life so that you could move on to what's next. There is going to be an opportunity for pre-ceremony cap and gown pickup. And graduates, I'll be sending you a separate email about this. But basically, this is going to take place a week before graduation. You're going to have the ability to come to the school campus, and this is when we're going to give you some of the different awards and scholarships that you've won, cords and stoles and pins, things that you like to wear on your cap and gown, your actual cap and gown, and your yearbook. You're also going to turn in your Chromebook at this time. And what we're going to do, so it says you're going to have limited access to the building, but actually you're really only going to have limited access to the parking lot. And then from there, staff members are going to come out and bring you your items. So I'm going to be sending you all a survey so that you can tell us what kinds of items you need to pick up and where they are. And then also I'm going to send you a survey so that you can sign up for an appointment slot so that the day that we do this, you don't have to wait in line all day in your car just to pick up your items. You'll be able to come in, get them, and move on. So we'll have a nice orderly fashion to that. All right, the ceremony itself will start on June 5th, and it will start at 4 o'clock. And there will actually be a live internet broadcast of all the speeches and the national anthem, the first part of the graduation ceremony. So you'll be able to watch this from home on the internet. We will publish a YouTube link that you'll be able to go to watch this part of the program. Now, there will be some student speakers and some staff speakers. The speakers will be in the building to do their presentation live. They will be the only people allowed in the building. More on that soon because we have not yet picked all of our student speakers for graduation, but we will be very shortly. All right, at 5:15 on graduation, you graduates are going to get in your car with your family. You're going to wear your cap and gown. You're going to decorate your car, and you're going to report to the Bakey School Seminary campus for a parade. The Kingston Police will be there, and they will direct you to a spot. It's pretty much going to be open order. You don't have to be in any kind of alphabetical order. However, if you are somebody who's part of the student council or holds one of the special graduation titles, you will be invited to go through the parade first, just like you would walk across the stage first, and you should know who you are if you fit into that category. The parade will start at 5:30, and the police will escort everybody all the way to the new campus. This little map here shows you which way the parade is going to go. So all the way down here is the seminary campus, and we're going to make our way down Main Street, down the Plains on the Bartlett House side of the Plains, and then we're going to continue on Main Street all the way here. This is where the police station is. Then you'll turn onto Danville Road. We'll make our way to the high school. All right. Community members, you're going to be invited to line the streets all along this way. Stay in your cars, honk your horns, and cheer on our graduates. It's a pretty exciting time, and no senior class has ever had a graduation parade. This could end up becoming a new tradition we want to keep after this year. Pretty cool. Somewhere around 6 o'clock, I'm guessing, the parade will end. Cars are going to come onto the campus, and we are going to start distributing diplomas. Now, it's very important. The only cars that will be allowed on the campus will be the cars that are in the parade, and there's only one car per graduate. Everybody else is invited to watch the parade from the road and then watch the rest of the ceremony from home. It will be broadcast live on the internet. We are hoping, it's not confirmed, to be able to have our bagpipe band play while we have all the cars coming onto the campus. That's an important feature of our graduation ceremony. So what will happen is the cars will queue up all the way around the school, and one at a time, cars will come up to the front of the building, and the graduate only will get out of their car. They will walk across the stage that'll be set up in front of the school. You get your diploma. We're going to have a professional photo taken from Hochmeyer Studios. I'm working out an arrangement to get a free photo for every graduate. And families, there'll be an opportunity to purchase additional photos or portrait packages if you want to, but at a bare minimum, everyone will get a picture. Families, I know this is going to be hard. You're going to want to get out of your car when your son or daughter walks across that stage, but I am asking you and I'm telling you, we're not going to allow for that. One, it's going to be a health and safety issue if we have everyone doing that, and two, it will triple or quadruple the amount of time it takes for us to have all the graduates get their diplomas. And it's certainly not fair for those at the back of the line to be waiting hours to get their diplomas. So I'm going to ask you to refrain from what you want to do, which is to get out of your car. We're going to ask you to stay in your car. You can take a picture from there if you want, and then know that we're going to have a nice picture sent to you, which I know is a really important thing for parents. This is just a map showing how we're going to queue up in case you were curious. Cars will enter the campus from the parade and circle all the way around here, and this will be where the cars wait to come up to the stage. So then one at a time, cars will be called up. The student will get to go across the stage and get their diploma. We will ring the bell for students because that's another important piece for graduation. Graduate will get back in the car, and the car will exit the campus. You will be able to watch all of the students walk across the stage on our internet live broadcast. And then we will be producing a better, more professional version of our graduation video with our modern media class, and that will come out a little bit after the graduation ceremony ends. So we recognize this is not a perfect plan. You know, the perfect plan would be one where you can do everything the same way that every class before you has done things. But it's just not in the cards to do this year, and these are things that are beyond our control. But we hope that what we've put together for all of you is a way to honor our graduates with some new features, and it's an appropriate way to do it. I could not be prouder of our graduates for the way they've handled themselves throughout this entire pandemic, the way that they've handled themselves through all the different changes that have been put on them, the way that they've handled themselves for all of the things that they've had to give up or lose with all of this. Graduates, it makes you stronger, it makes you more resilient, and boy, oh boy, is it going to give you stories to tell for years to your friends and your kids and your grandkids. But as far as your time at Sanborn goes, we're going to honor you, we're going to celebrate you, and we're never going to forget you. You've been an amazing class. Thank you for working with us, and I hope that this little video presentation was helpful so that you could understand the how, the what, and the why of what we're doing at Sanborn to help you as we look to close out our school year. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I hope you have a great day.